In a previous episode, I looked at 1440p support for the Elgato HD60s Plus, and I found not only does it work, but the capture card processes the image differently. It actually looked better than the 4K pass-through footage, which was a surprise. This got me wondering about how well the PlayStation 5 internal recording software fares with this newfound discovery. To find out, I used 1440p as before for the Elgato, but for the PlayStation 5 internal captures, I went back to the 4K resolution and I was forced to use the WebM format in return, which sucks. The MP4 format, which was ideal for this test, was only available at 1080p, very lame. I'm not going to mince words here, but having to use Handbrake to change the file format to MP4 took a very long time and I only captured footage for 9 games. Anyway, more about the process later. Now let's see which of the two solutions has the best video output. Soulcalibur 4 is a PlayStation 4 game that uses checkerboarding to reach 4K when in the PlayStation 4 Pro output mode. Here's what the 4K internal recording from the PlayStation 5 looks like. And now the Elgato using 1440p. The Elgato is less artifacting looking with less compression blocks on screen, and it also has a sharper presentation. I also noticed differences in the black levels, contrast and colour saturation. It's clear that the Elgato is the better of the two capture solutions for this game. Here's a few screenshots and clips of the two to further show the differences. Rise of the Tomb Raider has the same quirks as Soulcalibur 6. In other words, the same 4K checkerboarding output when in the PlayStation 4 Pro mode. The same image quirks as expected appear too. Less contrast, lower black levels, more compression artifacts, lower saturation, and a less sharp picture overall defines the PlayStation 5 internal capture when compared to the more appealing Elgato capture. Quite amazing how the Elgato is doing so well despite rendering its video output at a lower 1440p mode. How about the Resident Evil 2 remake? Well, straight away the contrast and black levels stick out on the PlayStation 5 internal recording. It's grey compared to how the Elgato handles it. Apart from this however, we see signs that maybe the 4K internal capture is holding its own. Look at this scene at the beginning with the part where the door is. I much prefer how it looks on the PlayStation 5 versus the Elgato, despite it being a cleaner recording with better black levels. There's other evidence that supports this as shown by these screenshots and clips. Let's see if the other games follow suit. I tried Spider-Man Miles Morales to see if we can get more out of the PlayStation 5 internal recording. The menu in Spider-Man Miles Morales is in real-time 4K and we can see the text is cleaner looking on the PlayStation 5 internal recording, although black levels again suffer. Using the performance mode, any advantage seen by the PlayStation 5 internal recording is gone and the Elgato storms ahead once again. It's a shame that Sony won't let us control how many megabytes per second the PlayStation 5 is allowed to output. If I had to guess, it is around 10 to 30, maybe 40 megabytes per second tops, whereas the Elgato is using 100 megabytes per second via OBS. In Spider-Man Remastered, I used the fidelity mode for 4K output this time, and the PlayStation 5 did a good job. Although lacking in the black levels, it looked a lot cleaner with the text, HUD elements and even the finer details. My best example of this was at the end with this standing shot of Spider-Man. See how the PlayStation 5 internal recording is sharp yet clean in the picture quality, with the Elgato looking a bit messy in comparison. Spider-Man's outfit resolves detail better too, with less smudging on the webbing of his outfit. This proves the PlayStation 5 internal recording can look great in the right circumstances. In Gran Turismo 7, I used this car showcase feature as it uses the in-game graphics, making it perfect for testing. The two capture options seem to be fairly matched, although the 4K internal recording resolves details better and again looks smoother. In actual gameplay conditions, these traits continue, and although the black levels are lacking, overall I'm pleased with the PlayStation 5 recording. It just needs a bit more spark, that's all. If it had that, it would be, well, pretty good for most people. At this point, you can see that the PlayStation 5 has potential when using the 4K settings, but the black levels, saturation and overall sharpness is holding it back from true greatness. As someone who loves to edit and color grade footage, I decided to improve the footage of the PlayStation 5 recordings in post-production. I gave each game recording better contrast and black levels, and I sharpened up the footage for a little bit of extra punch. I'll let you guys see the results of this new footage and judge for yourself if the improvements are worth the hassle. I'll also let you hear the audio differences in case this aspect interests you. I will see you at the end.
end of the world. The police station. Almost there. Anybody here?
It's a weak spot.
Right.
I'm ready.
Okay, concentrate.
Another one's coming.
Be honest, you were all waiting next door until I thought I'd won just to be mean, weren't you?
Peter, it looks like Lee took over a legitimate auto repair business.
Explains where the demons get all their vehicles. Be honest, you were all waiting next door until I thought I'd won just to be mean, weren't you?
Peter, it looks like Lee took over a legitimate auto repair business.
Explains where the demons get all their vehicles. Trucks, ambulances.
Exactly. You shut this down, they'll have a tougher time moving around the city unnoticed.
As you saw, the PlayStation 5 internal recording has a lot of potential, and when everything clicks, it can look great, especially when improved in post-production. Let's talk about the process of capturing and exporting footage, because that's where the PlayStation 5 loses brownie points for me. To record gameplay is simple enough. You just need to double tap the share button and the recording will start. Double tap again to finish recording. You can record up to 60 minutes per session, and it will save initially onto your PlayStation 5's inbuilt hard drive. You can export it on the PlayStation 5 itself using this free app, which doubles as a basic editor if you want to edit footage on the PlayStation 5. You can copy the footage onto an external hard drive of your choice, which is what I did to get the footage onto my MacBook Pro laptop. What's the problem then? Well, first off, the PlayStation 5 forces you to use the WebM codec when recording in 4K. This causes problems because you need to change it into a MP4 codec or something the computer can see before most people will be able to play it back, and doing this process on Handbrake takes forever. A 10-minute clip took 40 minutes to convert into a 4K 60 megabits per second MP4 file. Not quick or convenient. Even the PlayStation 5 forces this WebM format when you export using the app it supplies. Not good. The PlayStation 5 doesn't allow you to select how much bitrate the captures are afforded, instead using a one-size-fits-all method, and you can't record footage on external drives. Only the inbuilt internal drive works from what I could figure out. This meant leaving a lot of space to comfortably record and leaving out the games that I wanted to test for this video. Sony needs to improve the software massively if it really wants more people to seriously use its capture software, because right now it is too limited for those wanting to take full advantage of what is currently provided. What do you folks think? Is the PlayStation 5 still good enough for recording gameplay despite the flaws? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you soon.